You know, I'm holding up Mario Kart, and I'm disgusted! Just looking at this game really makes me appreciate different kart racers with rats in them. Here, I'll show you what I mean. See? Rat!
Oh boy, kart racers. One of the most fun genres of video games. It's so easy to just pick up with a few friends and simultaneously have fun while destroying your friendships. Sometimes you don't even need a brain for these types of games. Just play them. But one kart racer stands supreme above all of them.
Mario Kart. It's funny, this is one of the most easy racer games out there, and yet it's still fun to just pick up, turn your brain off, and play. But it's so boring!
See, the thing is about Mario games is that they're too boring. Yeah, they're fun, but I want something that feels exciting. Just look at this. I'm having so much fun.
So now I will begin my journey to find a kart racer with a rat in it. I've done it.
So, Sonic the Hedgehog. Cool rat? Blue? Yeah, it's Sonic! Some of the most fun and creative games I've ever played. Except for Sonic Forces. So as it turns out, Sega actually has more franchises other than Sonic and Yakuza. Jet Set Radio, Knights, Alex Kidd, Crazy Taxi, Samba de Amigo, and a lot more, all of them being pretty much forgotten. But that all changed in 2008 with the release of Sega Superstars Tennis. Weird game to bring back all your dead franchises with, but we'll go with it. Basically, a tennis game with a bunch of Sega representation of all of the franchises I mentioned earlier. On March 18th, 2008, the game was met with—
WAIT! We forgot something. Oh.
So it turns out before tennis, there was an iToy game with a bunch of Sega representation. Released on November 3rd, 2004 in North America and 8 days later on November 11th, 2004 in Japan, the game received average review scores, which is to be expected for a shitty iToy game. But 4 years later, they released Sega Superstars Tennis. Same branding, but it makes me shake in my boots. Developed by Sumo Digital, the game was actually mostly the same when it came to ratings. It was clear that Sega wanted to have a Sega faster representation, but it seemed like they were just testing the waters. And so, Mario Kart Wii released on April 27th, 2008 in North America, and people went wild over this game. While it isn't the best Mario Kart by a long shot, it is definitely one of the best games to turn on with your friends and watch them scream. So Sega saw the success of Mario Kart Wii and thought that they could do that as well. And so Sumo Digital got to work on a kart racer with all sorts of Sega characters. And on February 23rd, 2010, Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing was released on Wii, PS3, Xbox 360,
Nintendo DS, Windows, Mac, and iOS, but the most important are the first 4. So a little backstory as to my experience with this game.
Tiny Mura going into a GameStop to buy Bun's second Sonic game ever, and the only game they have is Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing on the Wii used. Little tiny me squealed in excitement. Something about that box art just called towards me. I had already played Mario Kart Wii, and when I saw this had cars, I thought it'd be loads of fun. So little me annoyed the fuck out of my mom to buy it for like 12 bucks. And when I got home, I fired it up and became completely obsessed.
Yes, I have nostalgia blindness over this game, how could you tell? This game was the only game I really played on my Wii for a long time until I eventually picked up Sonic Colors. But I haven't really looked at it in a while. So I think it's time I look at it again.
So immediately we're greeted to this treat of an opening cutscene. Nobody says anything and it's so cool. And once it's done, we're greeted to the greatest announcer of any game ever. So first we gotta create our license. That's right, I've got a driver's license. I've played Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing. So here we have 5 modes. Single player, pretty obvious. Split screen, no more than 4 players. Curses. Nintendo Wi-Fi connection, aka online, which is dead. Settings, and lastly, shopping, where you can purchase characters but not extra tracks. For now we'll be focusing on single player as I don't have any other people to play with. So here's our base character select screen. We have all the Sega classics. Sonic, II, Billy Hatcher, Amigo, the me.
Ah yes, my favorite Sega All-Star. Me.
Eggman, Shadow, Amy, and Tails. Very focused on Sonic characters if you haven't noticed, but you do get exclusive characters on different versions of the game. Xbox 360, you get Banjo and Kazooie with an Xbox Live avatar, but on PS3 you get nothing. Oh yeah, and Mii's on Wii too, I guess. I guess on PS3 they just really didn't want to see Spyro or Ratchet and Clank or any other Sony mascots interact with Sonic. We're gonna go on advanced because I don't want to be a pussy. So here we have the Cup selection, ranging from all different types of Sega franchises. We have the Chow Cup as our first cup because of course, but as the cups go on, they represent more and more worlds.
So as it turns out, when they were making this cup, they forgot how to make it consistently good. But that's not important for now. First up is Seaside Hill, Whale Lagoon.
So let's talk about the gameplay first. It plays like your average Mario Kart-like racer. I'm playing with the Wiimote and nunchuck, so I'll be going off of those controls. You press the A button to accelerate, use the nunchuck to turn, Z to shoot items, and C to look behind you. Pretty normal control scheme, but it definitely works. Nothing is too far or too close to each other, and with the Wiimote and nunchuck feeling really nice to hold, it feels nice to actually control the game. Until you drift! Drifting is weirdly slippery in this game, and it feels weird. Well, let's actually get onto the track. This track is actually pretty fun, surprisingly. It has some fun design. This looping part on the wood kind of fucked me up a few times when it came to drifting around it, but other than that, it's a fun track. A good first start. Blizzard Castle is pretty average if I'm being honest. Nothing about the track really screams for me to replay it all that much, but just like Fist Bump from Sonic Forces, I won't skip it if it comes on, but I'm not on a journey to play it again. The track design is pretty alright, and the aesthetics are kinda okay. Solid 5 out of 10, because now I'm rating these. Roulette Road used to be one of my favorites as a kid, but now that I'm older and have played better games, it's not the best, but I'd still go back to it. No rating for this one because I forgot to rate this one.
Not the first time I forgot to rate Roulette Road, but didn't forget to rate Blizzard Castle.
The looks of the stage are absolutely gorgeous, and the music is amazing as always, and it's also kind of fun. Again, not the best this game can offer, but it can be fun. Sunshine Tour is decent, that's all I really have to say on it. The look of it is alright and the track design is fine. I mean, what would you really expect from a track that does this?
Sympathy?
No.
A will to live?
No.
Taxes?
What do you think this track can do?
And that was the first cup. That was the most 6 out of 10 cup I've ever played in my life.
All the tracks were either good or just okay, and that's perfectly fine. Not every cup has to be amazing in a racing game. All that matters is that you can have some fun in most of the tracks. So once you finish a cup, if you place within first or third place with points, you get a small cutscene showing who did and didn't win. And after that, you get a notification showing that you get the next cup. So let's get on to the Graffiti Cup. Yeah! Shibuya Downtown is the best track of this game! Jet Set radio music, amazing track design, Jet Set radio music! I think we did it. I think we found the best track in this game. I have so many fond memories of going through this track in time trials and just digging around. I wasn't good at it, but with the satisfaction that came when I went through it, it was fucking incredible. This is truly the best track to play in this game. No! Outer Forest, more like Pitch Black Forest! This is one of the worst tracks I've ever played in any game. One of. This track really isn't that fun. The aesthetics are really ugly. I am never gonna go back to this one. Welcome to Turbine Loop. We got some great music, pretty fun track design, and bots that fucking cheat! This is something that's been apparent through all of the tracks, but at least in later cups, this game really favors the bots for some reason. Consistent rubber banding is a problem that I've been having with them, but we'll address that later.
Aside from all the problems this track has, it's actually pretty fun to go through, aside from all the bots. I would definitely recommend playing this one.
Oh god. This track is extremely confusing. It's never the clearest where you're supposed to go, and every corner looks the exact goddamn same.
Just like living.
And I fucking lost! So to access another cup, you have to complete the previous cup in one of 3 places. No exceptions. So in the case of the Graffiti Cup and all the bots being goddamn cheaters, I had to do this one 3 goddamn times. I was only able to complete it after getting extremely lucky with Turbine Loop and Shibuya Downtown.
So after wanting to end my run of this game, I somehow beat the cup, and so we go on to the Egg Cup.
Rampart Road, the second Billy Hatcher track of this game. It's pretty okay. Once again, the look of the track is just okay, and the track design is kind of forgettable. This is also the stage I found out that it is incredibly hard to get back to a place you were in if you fell even slightly behind. Yeah, in other racer games, you're probably gonna fall pretty far back if you mess up, but in this game, they take it way too far. Dark Arsenal is alright. That's it. Nowhere near as fun as Turbine Loop, but it's just a slight step down. So Jump Parade is the second Samba de Amigo track, and it's okay. Again, not the most memorable, but it's also not the worst thing ever. Pinball Highway is pretty great. Definitely a fun time to be had here, especially with that sweet as fuck Sonic Heroes music.
And those were all the tracks I was willing to play. They're all okay. It's weird. When I came back to this game, I thought I would have had a blast playing it again. I mean, I played this game endlessly when I was a kid, but maybe that's just because I was forced to. The controls don't feel as good as I remember, the bots go batshit, and most importantly, it feels like I can tell this was the first in the series. Even with the bots and the just okay track design in general, I still love playing through this. Wait a sec, we still have to look through all the items in battle mode. Wait, never mind. Not battle mode.
So just like in any kart racer, we have items.
Just like in real life.
And get this, they're just okay. The best item in this game by far is the All-Star, where your character basically becomes racing god. For Sonic and Shadow, they go super. And for the Mii, you get a bunch of different Miis that when shaking the Wii remote, sends you extremely far into the race. But those are the only ones I saw. But all things aside, they're really cool to see, but the other items are pretty generic, I guess. Mega Horn, Speed Shoes, Confusing Star, Manual Rocket, Energy Shield, Mine, KO, Glove, Rocket Rainbow, Giant Robot, and Bowling Bomb. Let's just say that they went with more of a creative lineup. See, in Mario Kart, you have various different items relating to the Mario universe because it's a Mario Kart racer. But with Sonic and Sega, because it's not focused on Sonic, you sort of have a few items relating to Sonic, namely the Speed Shoes, but the rest are completely made up and honestly kinda meh. With some proper use, you can really hit some people, but I feel like you can say that for any kart racer with items. And that's not a big issue, it's just something that kind of bugs me. Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed did a slightly better job of doing that, but completely fucked over the All-Stars. Team Sonic Racing did an amazing job with items using the Wisps, their only useful use. But there are no Sega All-Stars or All-Stars in general to be seen. I get why the All-Star Racing games have more generic items. It's not focused on any specific franchise, so only representing one franchise would be weird. So, represent nothing! But it's still kinda sad to see some lost potential in these items. What if we had a Super Monkey Ball item where it's a fake capsule with a banana in it and when you get hit, you slip around for a few seconds? What about a Jet Set Radio one where it sprays an opponent right behind you with graffiti that covers their screen for 5 seconds? You gotta think outside of the box.
I'm being honest, I only thought of those ideas in a few seconds. Imagine what you could make up with an hour or an entire game dev cycle. So I think that's everything I wanted to look at, and judging by my reaction to most of these tracks, yeah, this game's just okay. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to continue playing it. It's still fun to just get up and play with some friends for a while. Sure, the tracks aren't amazing, the items aren't very memorable or exciting to use, the bots cheat, okay, maybe I should shut up. But I'm still going to go back to this game. It's important to me. Maybe that's just my nostalgia talking, but it's a damn good nostalgia. Maybe it was my bad taste, maybe it was the fact that I had nothing else to play at the time, or maybe it was the fact that it was my second Sonic game ever. But I will never, ever let go of this game, even if it kills me.